Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. My name's Sidney Prescott, and I'm mayor of San Francisco. And I'm running for re-election in 1978. Hey, I've added some sugar and spice to my policies. Don't you hate how veterans get health care? Well, not anymore. I have cut all health care for veterans. Isn't that great? Vote for me, Sidney Prescott, and the Veterans Benefits Act.
Killer sale on that peanut butter.
Sure is.
Cut the shit. I'm not here to chat about a good deal. I'm here because I want to offer you information about your investigation into DARPA.
I can't discuss an active investigation.
The name's L. Crockham, MD. You know, I've had my eye on DARPA for a couple of years. Literally, my hospital, across the street from it. The place always seems suspicious to me. Particularly, I know a guy who used to work there. Bit of a mad scientist, kooky inventor type. But he's not really mad. I mean mad like he's crazy. News said he died. I'm sure you know this. But this guy, he's alive.
Scientists in a prison? I don't have time for this.
It was a technological research facility, not a prison. The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, DARPA.
Are you telling me they were doing experiments on the inmates in there? Are you telling me they were doing experiments on the inmates in there?
I thought you couldn't discuss an active investigation.
Looks like my shift just ended. What do you know about those inmates?
Nothing more than you do now. That's your job to find out.
What was the scientist's name?
Dr. A. Bart McCoppentry.
Seriously? That sounds like a made-up name.
No, honestly, it's actually his given name. He's Italian.
Oh, well, of course he's Italian. That makes sense. How's it spelled?
IT? Sorry. It's actually just how it sounds. A. Bart McCoppentry.
Still sounds made up.
It was made up by the Lord. Let me know what he says.
What? No, I can't discuss an active investigation.
But I thought you were...
Lunch break's over.
Of course. Sorry, I thought I sensed a bit of a connection between us.
Leave.
Unless...
Hello, my name is Dr. A. Bart McCoppentry.
Richard Nerf, FBI.
Hello, my name is Dr. A. Bart McCoppentry.
What do you know about a tall, red-headed prison guard that worked at DARPA?
He, died. He died at the facility. Yes.
Okay. And what was his name?
I believe it was, a guard prison. Yes.
A prison guard named Guard Prison?
Yes.
Not the craziest name I've heard today. Okay, so then where is Guard Prison's body? We haven't found anyone actually at all matching that description in the wreckage, but both you and Dan McCorkle says he exists.
I don't know this, Dan McCorkle.
But that's not what I asked you.
Well, maybe you should have.
What was your job at DARPA?
I was the chief medical officer. My duties focused on prisoner healthcare.
So you're a man of medicine as well?
Well, I wear many hats.
I can see that. Inventing, medicine, genetics.
At the time, yes.
Speaking of, tell me about Aiden Saunders. You were pals, weren't you? Closer than pals. Compatible? Simpatico?
Well, yes, we did the study at Oxford together, but what does that have to do with this?
Here's the problem. You see, every time the two of you met, some shiitake mushroom went down. You met in university, you hit it off, very well, I might add, and then a fight separates you, and he drops out of school. Years later, you reunite, working together at B06 Deodorant. Working on what, may I ask?
Synthesizing new scents.
A geneticist and an engineer making deodorant? Well, whatever the case may be, Saunders was fired from B06 for an unknown reason. And then, you're separated again. I'm sure you remember what happened when you reunited after that. The last reunion.
Yes.
So why did you kill him? So why did you kill him?
You've got nothing on me.
True. Cause of death couldn't be determined, especially because most of him was quite exploded. If more of him had been left, we'd be able to determine the cause of death. And owing to the fact that it was Psy gone, well, there are thousands of suspects.
That's a racist. Not all of Vietnamese are criminals, you know.
It was during the Vietnam War on a battlefield.
Right.
And you were on that battlefield. Here's what I posit. Maybe he found out you were doing some secret genetic research. And maybe trying to delay the effects of aging. And maybe that's what you were subjecting the inmates of DARPA to. And maybe he tried to steal the credit. And maybe you killed him.
And maybe his body just did that.
You're the scientist. What do I know? Maybe it could work. Here's what rubs me the wrong way. The year he died, 1965, he was 52, and you don't look a day over 30. How else do you explain that besides a secret genetic discovery? You murdered him because he found out McCoppentry.
Did you eat the peanuts recently?
I had a PB&J yesterday, yeah.
The particles in the air, closing my throat, affecting my ability to truthfully answer these questions.
No way, dude.
I can't breathe.
This is a pretty lame excuse to get out of answering my questions.
The light, I am starting to go towards it. Mommy.
I'm gonna find out what you were really doing at DARPA in the Coppentry. You can't hide the Fountain of Youth for that long. Whatever. You don't have to keep faking. We'll just talk later.
Fool to him. Yes, Mr. Titan. I did see your commercial, yes. Yes, I do hope that the Veterans Benefit Act can go ahead soon. Yes, and then we can start the export process. One more thing. Yes, it is a good you burned DARPA to the ground, because the FBI is starting to be onto us now.